Hi, my name is Damian Gardner, and we got the Bonneville sprint car, world's fastest sprint car here today at Paris. Showing it off for the fans and letting everybody see it. Unfortunately, we got rained out this year, but we went last year and we were able to go 194, becoming the world's fastest sprint car, and hoping to get going in a couple weeks, maybe go back and hopefully break 200, and then see how far we can go from there. But just want to take a look at the car. A lot of work's gone into it, a lot of one-off stuff, and like some of the old sprint cars of its kind, you know, back in the day, it's got a lot of hammered out aluminum. You know, Victory Race cars was able to hammer out a lot of aluminum. Kind of took us back to the old school stuff when you had to make everything. A lot of the stuff is like the stuff we run in our cars today, but a lot of one-off. We had to custom make the stuff. So even though it appears like the cars we run today, it's all dimensionally a little different. So, but you know, hope everyone enjoys it today, and everyone enjoys the race today. Here, as you can see, we have the sleek nose, which is a little different characteristic, but it goes more. You know, we do have this type of stuff on the pavement sprint cars back east, probably more notably seen back east. We had to have some custom wheels made. As you know, everyone asks why the tires are so small. When you go to Bonneville and you start going over 200 miles an hour, the tires have to be small, otherwise they start to want to come apart from the centrifugal force. Well, I was happy, you know, made us some custom wheels for it. You know, as you can see, just a nice hammered out aluminum. We have an aero part in here because the air becomes a real big factor up around the driver. You know, just vision, your head getting bounced around at that kind of speed becomes a problem. So we've made an aero thing around it per se. We don't use any wings and so forth because, you know, we want to be the world's fastest non-wing sprint car. So we don't have any wings on it, no wing posts. So traction becomes quite the problem, and we've had to made a lot of modifications for this year to head back there. And as you can see, we added some of this stuff here, like you know, the traditional Moore style sprint car back in the days was a little more tapered. As you can see, this line right here lean forward a little bit more, and this year we've added some more longer, which is like today's more traditional sprint cars. We've added some bigger stuff back here, hoping to get a little tail action, a little fin action going on the back here. And as you can see, it's got a nice hammered aluminum, kind of really old school custom tank. You know, we're here today, you know, Hall of Fame night. Bruce Brahmy, you know, passed away. We all miss him, and we have his car sitting over here, and his car right here. Dean Thompson drove this car, and Bruce Brahmy wrenched it, and I don't even know how many. I think, you know, 20, might be 15, 20 championships.
We'll talk about your interior.
Yeah, so if you look down here, we got a Butler made a custom seat. It would be more like a NASCAR seat. Not quite as, the visibility is not that great like we have in some of our cars. Have to be a little more visible. This is just made more for straight lining, more just for safety. So as you can see, the big headrests on the side. You know, basically, I mean, it's pretty much a basic sprint car on the inside. It's got the steering wheel, you know, the brake and everything is the same. Other thing, this has a 2-speed transmission. Once you start going over 200 miles an hour, you'd have to push the car off at like 90 miles an hour to be able to go to 220 miles an hour.
And this one is not a push start sprint car?
Yes, it is a push start. Yep, everything's the same on this car. It's the same on any sprint car, other than it has a transmission, a 2-speed. But even the drive line, everything's the same. And the transmission is merely, like I said, because in order to go 220 miles an hour, you'd have to push it off at over 90 miles an hour. So once we start going over 220 miles an hour, it requires a transmission so that I can take off at roughly 40 miles an hour. Okay. So, but everything else is, you know, pretty much sprint car stuff. I mean, everything's come from there, other than the little bit of body work that we have here. And, you know,
where can we go to follow you?
If you go to World's Fastest Sprint Car, or just punch in my name, Damian Gardner, or the two words together, any of those words, and you can find highlight videos from last year when we made runs. You can find updates. Go to my Damian Gardner Facebook page, and there's always updates letting you know when we'll be going to the salt, when we come back, and then while we're there, you'll see plenty of video, plenty of updates while we're there. Currently we'll be heading back, I think, September 3rd and through the 6th. And so whilst we're there, you can catch every day. You can catch video and you know, updates on what's going on.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, just you know, hopefully the fans enjoy it, and I want to thank you guys for coming out and appreciate you doing this.